My name is Gabriel Kupferman. I'll be introducing a little bit about RentBrella today. We're from Brazil. So people have been essentially using umbrellas for the same way for the past thousands of years, right? And we think we can bring it to a global scale on while increasing mobility, essentially. So we are the first umbrella sharing company in the world, and we are here really to bring brands and consumers closer together. Now, how do we do that, right? Basically, we have a set of very well structured agreements with buildings that allows us to basically create a little ecosystem of machines that serves as our stations for you to remove the umbrellas and later place them back. That works through an app that you'd be able to, you can read all this information essentially from the actual stations themselves, but through the app, it should be fairly self-explanatory. You just pick up an umbrella after you've created your account whenever you feel like you need it, and you can return it to any other station available to you, hence giving you the mobility factor. This has brought a lot of repercussions that we had not originally considered, which was very interesting for us. For example, we have a lot of traction on social media, specifically people, there's a whole thank you for saving my life campaign scenario where it's people being very thankful for making out to their job interview in a scenario where they could otherwise have arrived and just ruined it. Basically, it's a very active social media group essentially, and the unique nature of our business, as Julia mentioned, has brought us to a lot of news in Brazil specifically. We're very happy with our growth over the past 1.5 years, where we went from 50 machines to 350 as of December 2019, and more than 50,000 umbrellas. A lot of that is a big thanks to our in-house engineering and production team that not only develop all of those machines in-house and manufacture them, but keeps constantly striving, to give the consumer the best possible experience. You can see both of our flagship machines in there, one being the 105 umbrellas and the other one being the 347, if I'm not mistaken. Now, for the big question, how do we make money, right? There's three main streams of revenue for us. Advertisement on the umbrellas is one of them, and advertisement on the sides of the machines is another one. That's by far the biggest chunk of our revenue, clearly. And there's also the on-demand services that we provide for companies that want to give this experience to their customers, for their employees, but they are located outside of the more urbanized areas, hence causing the need for an additional fee. The third part is the usage actually of the umbrellas from the users that is free for the first 24 hours, but incurs an additional fee if you don't return it within the time frame. Now, we are partnered with the biggest top real estate companies in the world, from Cushman & Wakefield to Tishman Speyer already. There's a lot of information here that I'd like to go over potentially in the Q&A regarding the sharing economy, out-of-market home media, corporate contracts, and advertising markets, which are huge, keep expanding, and we're going to be through every step of that pathway. We're highly scalable and we have a very aggressive expansion plan planned. And we have already made deals with some of the biggest names out there for our advertisement plans. So thank you very much for your time. And I look forward to the Q&A, I guess.
Thank you a lot. So.
Hi there, this is Keith. I've got a quick question for you. Are you the same company that appeared on Shark Tank? And if you are, how much traction have you gotten since then, or if you're a different company? I'm sorry if it's a little loud where I'm at.
Sorry, yeah, we were not in Shark Tank. Sorry.
Can you tell more details about your business model? How do you earn money?
Of course. So we want to have this free experience for our consumers, essentially for the users walking with the umbrellas. And for that, we have created a very interesting system where there's the brand activation advertisement, essentially, where there's people walking around with the umbrellas holding brands, it's the closest connection you're going to get. And through that, we have this whole market of advertisement that, we charge companies for, such as the example in Unimed and Disney, where we partner, with Disney when Mary Poppins was coming out to essentially market the movie tickets. Unimed wants to literally protect you from the rain in a way that comes in very side by side. It's a whole different of reasons, but mostly going through sponsorship / advertisement, in short.
Okay, but if I'm your client, how much do I pay for renting?
Yeah, the pricing depends on the duration and the size. Obviously, like this, how the whole scale of the actual, I'm gonna call it a campaign, right? It depends by case. We don't have a specific price tag because it varies substantially from like advertiser to advertisement. But the user is always 24 hours free from the start, you know? So it's really just from a B2B, if you want to think in those terms.
What do you do with the umbrella what do you do with the umbrella once a campaign is finished? You can reuse it, reprint, or how does it work?
I believe we recycle them, specifically since it's mostly the same internal structure with just the outer layer being the advertisement part. So that is the problem. And I'm not exactly certain, if I'm honest, regarding the actual cover itself. I believe we recycle those as well, but the rest I'm pretty confident that we do. We've made masks actually of previous, like given the whole COVID situation, we have used previous campaigns like outer layers for masks.
Just to add, first, congratulations for your presentation. And that's really true. You saved my life once. I was in Rio. It was raining crazily. And for people that want to understand what happened in Brazil when it starts raining, the sellers appear from nowhere selling umbrellas for 5 reais. So you are renting for 1 real per hour, right? So it's 20% of just.
It's like free, just if you don't return it within 24 hours, yeah.
That's my only question.
Don't.
Why not free instead of just 1 real? Because, you know.
That's a great question. It's just like it's the pricing structure on itself. It's like we don't want to charge them, but some people might steal them. So we need some sort of a structure to make sure that the umbrellas are still there, right? So it's almost like the symbolic pricing structure, you know, that comes after 24 hours. And by the way, the weekend is not included on that. So like it's literally more than 1 business day. After that, you get the symbolic fee, basically almost as a reminder, you know, like return the umbrella when available. And if you don't do that after 3 days, then you get charged for the full price. So we can, you know, put another umbrella because we had just assumed you chose to keep it. But that's less than I think 2% of the outstanding cases.
I see.
Marcelo,
do you get a lot of vandalism? Or?
Marcelo, just to add, when we launched our business model, we charged 1 real per hour. And then when we started with sponsorship contracts, we became everything free. So today we have 24 hours always free. And this is why we remember 1 real per hour, because this is why when we launched.
I want my 1 real back, okay, later.
You just need to
thank you. Thank you. Congrats for the company. Thank you.